Well, it's personal. It's personal. You just realize so early in life that you were coming from a poor home. Poor in the sense that your dad didn't go to any Western school, your mother didn't go to any Western school, your mom didn't go to any Western school, and then you realize that you need to make a difference in life, which was largely inspired by the environment in which you dwelt in. And I must say, the environment is Ahmad Bago Teachers College in Mina. Because when my dad left Bida for Mina, he started working as a school sergeant at Ahmad Bago Teachers College. That's close to Boso there. So he wanted to become a big footballer because that's what I could do very well that time. And then along the line, writing came in. So it is just the environment that inspired you to creating something distinguishing for yourself within the society. At first I thought it would be football, but it's now art and art administration. So that's the major inspiration. I started teaching in this school. There's a school behind this place, which is called Hilltop Model School. We started teaching there in 1989. And out of the association with the school system and children, looking at Bago, you also started doing things with the children here off the physical and health education I was teaching. Art had come in that time. That was in 1994, and then you wanted young people who would take after what you do. Talking about writing now, although that was also going on together with sports, but what you dwell in eventually becomes what you will do. If you want to achieve something or you want to become something in life, then you should be where those things are being done, and it enhances your performance, your actualization of whatever you want to have in future. So people like us who are artists, there is nothing extracurricular activity. It's all the same. In fact, man spends his time more on art, doing what they told you were extracurricular activities. Here I wanted a deviation because I was a member of the Association of Nigerian Authors. I joined in 1991, and you needed to have young people who should become writers. So these are some of the inspiration. After that, you thought you should create a platform, which is the Hilltop Creative Arts Foundation. So if you do one thing in life, make sure that every day you add a new thing to that thing. And at the end of the day, you will attain an excellent stage for which the world will be proud of. That's how life should be. Otherwise, if you keep doing one thing at the same time, it means there is no growth. And that's why we decide to create this platform. Hilltop Creative Arts Foundation is one thing which I did. And then even proliferating the foundation across Nigeria was even inspired by a child who is a member of this place from Nasarawa State. So, yeah, and when you work with children, it's a big body for you to keep safe all the time and then bring new things for them. Yeah, that's. If you want your life to continue to live after your death, then you have to work with children. If you are able to influence children positively, then it means these children will take after the good things you have done. In this case, art. And they continue to grow too with a memory of you in them. and of the things you did with them. So this is it. If you are a sportsman and you are an artist, especially being a sportsman, you are forever refreshed when you are with them. Somehow you sort of remain a young person yourself, a child yourself, to be with them, because to be with them effectively means you have to be like them. That's the essence of working with children, is the fact that we needed people to take out after us. That early could actually breed excellent writers still at young age, and by the time they are at adulthood, they become unstoppable. So this is the reason why we focus on teen authors or teen artists generally, because it's not only writing that we do here. We do many things in this place, spoken word, all sort of arts that we do here, and we are happy that our center here, our foundation, it's a model for Nigerian writers and Nigerian artists. We have exclusive focus on the child, and then watch them grow and see what they are able to do at the end of the day. And that's why, between 2016 and now, we have about 50 young people, secondary school children, that we published here, and so many art forms are being experimented here. Yeah, what you have interest in is no longer a burden to you. It's up to you to create time for each of these. It's just like also my forms of writing. I have almost written in all the genres except play. Okay, even the play I did over 20 years ago, but I just dropped it. Well, I have no any encumbrance at all as to whether this is what I should do in the area of art administration or in writing myself. Of course, sometimes, you are driven by the spirit to actualize, certain ideas that you have muted, and one has to give way for the other for a time. That happens. I switch from writing to administration, and from administration to writing. They know me, so they don't even interfere with themselves. Yeah, Nigerian Teen Authorship Scheme. We were just trying to institutionalize all of the things that I have explained in the past. You understand? When I wanted to become the General Secretary of the Association of Nigerian Authors, that's when I started saying, okay, let's make this thing we are doing, let's make it institutional by creating a structure for it. So that is basically just to make it identifiable amongst several things that are going on, or that are even going on here. So it's nothing outside the things that I have said. They wanted to also, take it to state governments, and that's one of the things we proposed. I propose actually to Niger State government in my request for them to establish the Niger State Book Development Agency, which they did, and we continue to publish young people in that. 50 teen authors that own their books. But in terms of publishing the children, or even encouraging them to publish them, they are just in hundreds scattered across Nigeria. These books is to demystify the fact that the Nigerian child, no matter how small, can always attain excellence like any other child elsewhere in the developed world. That's just what we want to prove to the world. You know, there is this program which is part of the teen authorship scheme. It is called Teen Authors Flash. You know, they are there now. They are in this place now. If you go to that place now, half of them have already completed a chapbook of their own. So that Teen Authors Flash was a program. We have abandoned it because we have a new one in this place. It was a program, you know, all the mentoring that is going on, you know, each day they continue to write their scripts. And as they write and gather the scripts, you know, we tell them after a time and said, how many of you now have a manuscript? You come forward. So, okay, if you have completed the manuscript, we appoint somebody as the mentor who will further help the child to, you know, appropriate the script. And then by the time it has reached a fair level of goodness, we say, okay, we are going to present you to the public, Niger State public, largely MENA. So Teen Authors Flash. We are going to flash the child to society so that they know that these children are coming up. So it's always once a month. And we do a calendar for a whole year, you know. And then at the end of the day, it is some of the parents or leaders that we invite to witness the event that eventually volunteers to publish them. That's one aspect. The second aspect is that we write to people and say, please give us money to publish this child. And there was a time that, there was a year, that's 2016, we actually published 12. You know, you have the former provost, Professor Farouk, Professor Meturare, you have even my friends Teresa in Abuja, Oyibo, you know, Diego Okenyodo, there is my writerly friends in Abuja. You know, all of them just came around and then pay for publishing, you know, the children. You know, the former chief of staff, Mikhail, you know, all sorts of people paid for their publishing. Engineer Daudu, he even published 4 that year. So that's how we started producing, you know, new writers that have their own books. They can say, this is my own book. And please see how such experience enlivened them to produce more. And others were also aspiring to produce more. That's one. You pay 15,000 naira as a child, a secondary school child, a primary school child. And then you join the program. And for 30 days, during holiday, we have 2 semesters. We also call it 2 semesters. First holiday, second holiday. So there, you are mentored for 30 days. While being mentored, you are writing your script. Book. You produce a script. It's all part of the institutionalization of our program that we're talking about. We will award them a certificate and then ask them to graduate to diploma. Young people are not reading because, you know, the system does not encourage them to read. Those days we had libraries, we had bookshelves in our classrooms. They're no longer there except probably in private schools. Children, by their existence, by their nature, imitate. Even the ones that we are saying their children are unserious, they are criminals, they are drug addicts, they are stealing, they don't read books. They copied from us now. They copied from adults. Issue of things like literacy, reading, will continue to degenerate because nothing is built today for the sustenance of such noble acts of literacy or reading. Children who are part of the Hilltop Creative Arts Foundation are readers and they are literate. Even those who are very poor in it, when they come into this place, through mere association with themselves, they improve. When we started it, I told you I requested for its establishment, and the former governor did. That's Mas Babangida, the one we called Talba Chief Salam. He approved of it, gave us a place. We made it a beautiful place because annually, we were organizing MBA International Literary Colloquium. In fact, Shoinka came in 2012. Ode Afemu was there in 2011. Joaquin Chisano, former president of Zambia, came in 2014. Late Pius Adesami came for that program in 2014. And many other people, Charles Nolim, all of them were here. Niger State Book Development Agency. Which book? Literary book, art books. So it was the only of its kind in Nigeria at that time. Still it is. The achievement was beautiful. Part of the things, in fact, we introduced Nigerian Writers Series, which I took from my manifesto. My manifesto when I wanted to be when I became the national secretary of ANA. And I spoke to my boss, and he spoke to the governor. The governor gave 10 million naira for the national ANA to start the Nigerian Writers Series. We started. We also started Mina Writers Series through the book agency. We created film units, created so many things, and there was a report by Henry Akubiro that summarizes our activities at the book agency. In fact, we created Cyprian Equency Library in that place, e-library. He summarized it in his report in The Sun that Mina, the maker of literature. I mean, I write essays, so many. These are some of the essays that. But I'm also a sportsman and a sports manager. In La Paz, I'm managing sports. I do some other things, like the book that is coming out now, A Walk into Souls. It's a collection of many things that I've done in the past. One day I was coming back from Abuja, and we joined the same commercial vehicle, and I saw the girl so restless, leaning on the mother, leaning on me. You understand? So I asked the mother, what's the problem? They said they are from National Hospital Abuja. The girl cannot walk 40 meters without squatting to rest. She had a problem in the heart. So I wrote about it, and IBB sponsored her to India. She was in primary 2 that time. She completed her NCE. You know, these are social functions of writers, which we hardly concentrate on in Nigeria. We are too occupied in writing stories and poems and the rest of it. But the writer or the artist has other functions in the society that he should also take up. There was another one again that had cancer. You know, I just write, and people will contribute to, you know, solving their health issues. There are other ones. So I'm also a unionist, sort of. I am. It's just that, you know, I have strong political opinions, but I don't want to be a politician. I have very strong political opinions, and with all sense of modesty, my political opinions are creating influences in Niger State. The children are picking what we say, and that's some of the influences we have had, outside the fact that we have written for them. If they don't read my story, they don't read my poetry, they have read my essay on sexuality and family life. I will play a role if they appoint me to do. I have done before now. I was appointed senior special assistant. I was appointed head and research documentation in Government House. I was appointed director general of book agency. You can see, although there are exclusive areas, you understand, but there are also political appointments. To go and contest for a position, no, I'm not there. If you appoint me as the president of Nigeria, I will do. If you appoint me as the governor of Niger State, I will do. But to go and contest for it, I won't. No time. We need a hostel so that somebody can come from Ghana to this place. Somebody can come from US. Why not? There was a lady, Kaminsky, something Kaminsky, what's her name? Laura Kaminsky. She said, there's nothing like hilltop, even in the US. That's what she said. Everything is concentrated on the adults. Human beings can be so selfish. But she said so, and she said it publicly, and we can Google it and see it. Nothing like Hilltop Creative Arts Foundation. Even in the US, it's hardly, you know, where from nowhere you are gathering children and they are becoming professionals. So, of course, if we have the hostel, any other person can come from anywhere in the world. All residencies sort of have one single objective: to provide a ground for writers or artists to come and settle in there and complete their works, or even start a new work. That's it. It's not different from that. The only thing that is different from other residencies around the world, this one, we are concentrating on the young people. But one thing is that we will be looking forward to also giving the residents, special services in the future. But until we have sponsors, we will not be able to, do that. So the achievement is to move, are you getting it? Is to move from one stage to the other. One stage of development to the other. Funding is always the problem. What we want to do now, I just discussed with some writers in MENA. Let there be a bill, or let there be a law that establishes a fund for literary artists, for publishing literary artists, for funding festivals that originates from Niger State and the rest of it. And the style is that, we will have grade A organizations, grade B organizations, grade C organizations. And certain amount will go to grade A because they have to be registered. Iltop is registered, ANA is registered, Northern Nigerian Writers Summit is registered, Northern Writers Forum is registered. Northern Writers Forum is a subsidiary of Hilltop Creative Arts Foundation. Once you do this, the development of art is automated, and government does not need to come in to do anything. They have provided the fund. They can provide the structures for monitoring how these funds are spent. You understand? And then once they see results, they continue. In fact, if they see results, they should be able to increase the amount annually. You understand? Then literary or even art development is automated. It's automated in the sense that others now are the ones, developing it on their behalf. That's how it should be. We should focus on art, because art documents society. And any society that is not documenting itself does not exist. That ministry should convene a national conference on art development, and the ministry itself, the responsibilities, and how sectors of art, could key into their program. Nigerian creative, let's have more of a personal platforms than governmental or one single entity. It's already taking place. The art environment, literary art and the rest of them, they are breaking into pieces now. And we hope that young people can access their services soon.